So guys, we are back, and bad news for me or us. So we just got stopped out in 3 trades. So what happened? So today in the morning I entered for my first trade over here, but unfortunately I didn't wait for the liquidity sweep, so price went up here and swept liquidity that is above these highs, and that stopped out. And then I waited for price to come back. Okay, I thought that this was just a liquidity sweep, and I saw that this red juicy this big juicy red candle engulfing bar being formed. So I waited for this bar to be formed, then I entered for another trade. So I thought that it was going to come down all the way and hit my TP, but unfortunately this here was just a new this was just a higher high, instead of this being okay a liquidity sweep or something. This was just a higher high. So as you can see over here, we were making a higher high, higher low, so high, higher low. So we just made another higher high over here, so we expect another higher low and then go that way. So this was just a higher high or something, I think so. So this was not a, a higher high or a lower high, so that we can come here have a lower low, lower high, lower low. No, this was just a higher high to continue the bullish trend. So that is what got us stopped. So again, as I saw this price go up a little bit over here to this point over here, I thought that this was a lower high, so I wanted to clean, and I did, thinking that it is going to go down to form a series of lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, that way. But unfortunately, this was my trend direction was a bit off. I should have gone with my first thought, because at first I wanted to enter at this point, but unfortunately I didn't get that entry, and the price went without me. And I thought that I could ride this pull back down to this form of order block right here, but unfortunately that did not happen. So we just got stopped out. I wanted to ride this pullback to this point, and then so that we can continue with the bullish trend, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So we've got stopped out 3 times today, and we've lost some good liquid money. Let me just try and show you. I don't know if it'll just a minute. Today we've lost some sweet little money, man. Damn. No, not that. Sorry, let's go to my MetaTrader 5. So as you can see, today we've lost like $87.40. So that is the amount of cash that we've lost today, and that really hurts, because today I over leveraged or something like this. Being my first day, I over leveraged. Okay, so this being my first day, I over leveraged. Not even over leveraged, like I got so greedy. Like my trade plan is I should risk like only $40 a day, or 30 to $40. But today I entered for 3 trades, of which I should have closed in the first trade, but I just had to convince myself that I'm just trying to do what the market is showing me or something. That's what I said in the previous video, in the second episode. Yeah, so we lost the first trade, again we came, lost the second trade and the third trade, and that is where things went wrong. So what I've learned in this trade is that even if okay, since I'm just a beginner, I'm not that kind of pro person or pro trader who can just predict the market and do all those things. I think I'm not yet at the point of sizing in or scaling into a trade. as I did over here. Okay, you see, I told myself, okay, I can just try and scale in over here, and that really messed me up, man. Yeah, so I think I'm not at that point of scaling into a trade, because I'm not yet that pro trader who can just do that. Yeah, so that is the first lesson that I've learned, because if I try to tell myself or convince myself that I can do that, I'll end up incurring more losses each and every day. So that is the first lesson that I've learned today. The second lesson that I've learned today is that since I'm just a beginner again, I should just leave when I've incurred the first loss, when I've just lost my first trade. So as you see today, why is the market not okay? The second lesson that I've learned today is that even if I have the privilege of entering into the second trade, I shouldn't do that, because right now I'm not a professional trader who can just predict the market and enter at any time that he feels like, or maybe he is already a guru in inspecting the market, researching, doing all those stuff, and doing all those technical analysis, so that he can figure out that this trade can go into his plan in the second time or something. So that is the second rule or lesson that I've learned today. The first one, as I've said, I won't scale up. I'll just stick to my first trade idea, and I won't scale up or reduce until I hit TP. The second one is I won't try to enter into another trade after I've lost the first one. You see? So that is what I'll be doing from now on. And I think if I try to do, okay, some part of me right now is telling me that, okay, this is just a liquidity sweep that we have to sweep up here, so that price can gain more momentum, so that it can take prices down to my TP. But since I've already learned my lesson, even though price can do that, but since I want to be disciplined and follow my trading plan in this market, I won't enter into another trade, because if I was a gambler or something, I could have just entered into another trade right here, and chances are I could have made back the money, or I could have lost more money. But the thing is, we are not trying to make more money or something over here. We are trying to stay disciplined and consistent. So today I've lost $87 instead of $40, or not even 40. My you see, that 40 is, I've told myself, if it becomes the worst that I can go is $40, but today I've lost 87 damn dollars, man. So see, that is some bad that is a bad thing for me, and I think I'll try to stick to my trading plan. So at first, yesterday, on Friday, before the markets opened, I had taken a trade, and I had made $59. So as you can see, today I've lost 87. So that means the loss that I incurred today is bigger than the profits that I had made on Friday. So that kills my PNL. So right now I've like negative 23 or something on my PNL, and that is a bad thing for me. So I've already learned my lessons. First of all, don't scale in. Second of all, don't enter a trade after you've already lost the amount of money that you've set for yourself as the daily drawdown. Yeah. So because in this first trade over here, in this first trade, I had already lost like $30 over here, and then I decided to go for another $30 over here. That is 60. Another one, another like 20 or something, I entered for it over here, and that is which incurred me to lose like 3 times the amount of money that I've decided to set as my risk, and that has really killed my PNL. Yeah, and that is a bad thing for me, and I've already learned my lesson. So that's it for today. And but the thing that makes me happy is I am here, like I've not procrastinated to post these videos on my YouTube channel, and that has really motivated me. So this is what I'll be doing from now henceforth until the end of time, until Jesus comes back from heaven or something. Yeah, so that this is what I'll dedicate my life to, and I hope things will run smoothly. No, as a man, you shouldn't expect things to go smoothly. You should expect the worst, but hope for the best. We hope we hope for the best, and what is the best is that we conquer those worsts. You see, so the quote of the day is always hope for the best, but expect the worst. So the hope for the best is if that worst comes, we can conquer it, and that is why I am here. I want to conquer the worst. So these things, these reds, this is what I want to conquer. Yeah, so that uh, is what I am here for, and this is what I'll be doing every day. This is a very very weird start, because most of you would have thought that I would end up with a gain, with a profit or something, but unfortunately the market really punished me. Like there is this quote which says, and I'll be saying this, I heard this from Brad Go, the trading geek. He said that he had someone saying uh, change. Okay, let me try and remember how that quote was. He was saying that, okay, just a minute. Okay, I've forgotten that quote, but I think I'll say it in the next video. Yeah, so if you want to hear me say that quote, just wait for the next video, and I'll be sure, I promise, that is what I'll start with in the first video. So that's it for today. Thank you for you all who are watching me. Please subscribe, like, comment, and do all those things that is needed of you and what I need you to do. So that's it for today. Otherwise, remember, you are always one trade away. Bye.